What's up, everyone? We are back. Welcome to GameSlean. It's been 3 months, but oh man, we are finally back. Check it out. We're in our new studio, new look, same cast of characters, new season of GameSlean. Guys, GameSlean TV is a weekly news and review show. Every week we review the latest games and bring you the latest news. So having said that, let's get right to it. There's no time to waste. We've been off for 3 months. Let's get to the news.
That's right, there's tons of news, so let's get right to the big one. Batman Arkham Knight has been announced. Rocksteady has announced the final game in the Arkham trilogy with Batman Arkham Knight. Scarecrow, Penguin, Two-Face, and Harley Quinn are all confirmed villains, and the Batmobile will be making an appearance finally. We've all been waiting a really long time for this, and according to Game Informer, it is going to be a core element to the gameplay. The game is currently scheduled for release later on this year, available for PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
All right, yeah, this is cool, I guess. I mean, is anyone tired of Batman yet?
No, that'd be crazy.
Dude,
Batman's awesome.
Whatever. Arkham Origins, get out of here.
Right.
Arkham Origins was crap.
Was okay.
It wasn't that good, dude.
But it was a different developer. This is like the next actual organic sequel coming from Rocksteady. Asylum was awesome.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It wasn't the same guys.
Bigger and better. This one you get to drive the Batmobile, which I predicted a few months ago. When
It's like
that's cool. I'll agree with that.
For each game, they're just getting bigger. So like in Arkham City, you could explore the whole entire city. Now you actually get to utilize the Batmobile. So it's just. But I wish they did that in City. I don't know why they didn't.
Batmobile hasn't even been in any games yet. Come on.
Yeah, well, they're saving the best for last. Just like how the last villain they'll reveal will end up being the Joker. I'm putting my money on it right now.
That was one thing.
That's going to be the twist at the end. They're going to be like, it was the Joker the whole time.
I just can't believe they waited so long to incorporate it to any part of the story.
Yeah. I mean, as long as I can drive the Batmobile GTA style around Arkham and around Gotham,
yeah, that's all you want to do, though. That's the game you want to play.
Yeah.
So yeah, we should have Shaq invest some money into it.
That's a good idea.
Good thinking, Tom.
And Kevin Conroy's coming back as well. So Kevin Conroy, big plus to this franchise, coming back.
Yeah. Do you think they're gonna get someone else to voice Joker, or?
Oh, instead of Mark Hamill? No, they'll probably bring Mark Hamill back.
Who played him in Origins?
Oh, some guy.
It was somebody else.
Troy Baker.
It was Troy Baker in Origins. Right. He did okay. It was pretty close.
Yeah, but I mean, if all the major players are coming back in for this game, they'll definitely bring Mark Hamill back. What else is he doing? He's not doing anything.
Yeah, I don't know. We discussed
sitting on his millions.
Yeah, sitting on his millions. We discussed this last time. I had read a while back that the Joker character just kills his voice completely. That's why he really wanted to stop doing it. But he's good at it, so I don't know. I'm doubtful they can convince him to come back to do it. So we'll see.
He'll do it for if they could give him a big fat paycheck, he'll definitely come back for it.
Yeah, if they wave millions of dollars in front of him, I don't know.
Yeah, and then his voice will suddenly feel better.
On Monday, March 3rd, it was announced that Amy Hennig had left her position with Naughty Dog. This came just shortly after celebrating her 10th year with the company, as well as beginning writing and creative process for Uncharted PS4. Sources are additionally claiming she may have been forced out of the company by Last of Us Neil Druckmann and Bruce Straley, with the franchise reportedly coming under their control. Naughty has released a statement saying, "We can confirm that Amy Hennig has left Naughty Dog. Amy had made significant contributions to the game industry, and we appreciate all she has done for Naughty Dog. The development timeline of Uncharted will not be impacted."
Yeah, is this really that big of a deal?
I don't think it is, but I mean, they say that it's not going to be a big deal, but I'm sure there'll be some problem along the way. I don't know.
Won't impact us. It won't impact us whatsoever.
That's true. That's true. Yep.
If no one told me anything, I wouldn't have known the difference.
On a lighter note, cheers to Sony after crossing the 6 million units sold mark after launching in Japan last month. And in more PlayStation news, Jack Tretton has stepped down as CEO of Sony America. In a press release, Sony stated, "This is a result of a mutual agreement between Mr. Tretton and SCEA not to renew their contractual relationship. Working at SCEA for the past 19 years has been the most rewarding experience of my career. Although I will deeply miss the talented team at SCEA and the passion demonstrated every day by our fans, I'm very excited about starting the next chapter of my career." Tretton's last day will be March 31st. Taking over for him will be Sean Layden, who is currently the Executive Vice President and COO of Sony Entertainment International. Layton will take over April 1st.
Yeah, so this seems like a surprise move. I mean, this took me by surprise. It seems like a weird spot to step down. It seems like Sony's riding high with the PS4 at the moment. And I don't know about this. This came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, they hit the 6 million mark, like we just talked about, so it's just kind of a weird drawback that this is happening now.
No opinion.
Right. But you know what? You guys remember, I think it was E3 2008 or whenever it was. I remember Jack was up there doing the Sony press conference, and I remember I think that was the year that they announced Final Fantasy 13 would be on Xbox, and that was like, I remember feeling so bad for them because he was up there. They had no games. PS3 was pretty much a joke at that point. They were getting destroyed by Microsoft, and you know, just to see him step down now, right when they're turning things back around, it's a little bit sad.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Sucks.
they even out at the end, so whatever. I deal with corporate politics all day. I don't care about it in the video game industry.
And it looks like former NBA All-Star Shaquille O'Neal is trying to make his way back into the gaming industry. O'Neal has reportedly begun an Indiegogo campaign to raise $450,000 for Shaq-Fu, A Legend Reborn, a sequel to the mid-90s game Shaq-Fu.
All right, are you kidding me with this? Seriously, everybody's cashing in on the whole crowdfunding thing these days, but they're doing this now.
This is a service to mankind. It needed to be done. Yeah. I mean, I think the question you should be asking is why didn't they do this sooner?
Well, there was a sequel made, but it was unofficial. Was that RPG?
Yeah, I mean, this is officially sanctioned by Shaquille O'Neal himself.
Yeah.
I for one am all for this project. I'm gonna sign me up. I'll send him $450,000.
Same league though.
Yeah, whatever.
Kind of similar.
Let me tell you about Shaquille O'Neal, actually.
And Jeff, have you read that it's not Shaq-Fu? It's more of a Streets of Rage style game, which sounds awesome. It's Streets of Rage with Shaquille O'Neal.
No, Shaquille O'Neal's awful. One time I was going to go see Twister in theaters, starring Helen Hunt and Bill Paxton, but this kid was afraid of tornadoes.
He always has to bring this up.
So I had to go see Kazam instead.
I was 5.
Starring Shaquille O'Neal as a rapping genius.
Stupid.
That sucked.
Twister.
I will not be buying this game.
Too.
All right, check this out. Put up the article again. Did you see any of this footage? It looks like freaking Street Fighter 4.
It's hilarious.
Look at this. Can you play just a little bit of this just to give them an idea here?
Funeral.
Yeah, see if it works. Like, move it forward a little bit.
I don't wear.
Yeah, there he goes.
Hopefully, it makes a video game of Kazam.
Good already. Look at this.
If I was going to be remade into a video game, I would want to look exactly like this.
This is insane.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Where's the actual fighting? I don't know.
I don't know what you fools are complaining about. It looks awesome.
See, the thing is, I don't have any doubt this is gonna get funded, but I mean, come on.
Hey man, it's 45 days to raise what?
450,000.
Yeah.
I think it's also reassuring to know that if it doesn't get crowdfunded, Shaquille O'Neal's got hundreds of millions of dollars, and he'll probably pay for it himself.
Yeah, so it doesn't
It'll
matter.
be fine.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter.
And the last news item this week, 2 big titles have finally gotten release dates. Watch Dogs is now slated for release on May 27th worldwide after a 6-month delay, and Murdered Soul Suspect is releasing June 3rd in the US and June 6th in Europe.
All right, yeah, finally, man. That there was a new Watch Dogs trailer today or the day before, I believe. Yeah, no, it was today. So that looks good. And then yeah, Murdered was another one that got delayed. So both of these have suffered delays, but they should be
Chris,
awesome.
am I the only one who's indifferent towards Watch Dogs? I really am indifferent towards.
No, dude, Watch Dogs is gonna kick ass, dude.
The only thing, the reason why I'm indifferent is because it's been delayed for so long.
Yeah, it's like it's been delayed for so long, and the Wii U version is delayed.
You would bring that up.
Care.
Yeah, it seems like that's going to get delayed into oblivion. So that isn't even on my radar at all. That's not even going to happen.
All right.
But Murdered is going to be awesome. So I'm looking forward to Murdered, even though it's kind of a rip-off of Spirit Camera anyway.
So what?
or whatever it was ripping off or whatever. Ghost Games.
Ghost Games
are awesome. So that's it for the news today, guys. So we're going to go over to Chris for some reviews.
All right, let's move on to our reviews. Again, guys, since we've been on break for so long, we're going to be doing shortened reviews so we can get to all the games we want to cover. First up, we've got Ryse, Son of Rome. All right, so here we go. One thing I want to say before we get to the game is the Xbox One kicks ass. I wasn't really sure what to expect with this thing. You know, we're at the beginning of the console cycle, but there's not a ton of titles out. They're starting to arrive. So I got the Xbox One hooked up, and I was like, holy shit, this rules. Starts up fast. It's super quiet. The controller's really good, especially the triggers. And Microsoft is rolling out updates like they usually do. They just did a big one yesterday, so it's going to continue to get better. So I don't know. I don't know if any of you guys had an opinion about the Xbox One. When we were at E3, we couldn't even get near it. But
you're the only one who bought one.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. You can look at their numbers on Xbox Live, but I can say for sure the Xbox One surprised me. It's pretty awesome. So, anyways, about Ryse. Okay, so again, there was a fair amount of hype around this game when they announced it at E3. I was blown away, like we said. This was definitely something I was looking forward to on Xbox One. Overall, I want to say they delivered. You know, those of you that were around for the Xbox 360 launch, you might remember there was nothing to play, and the games that were out were pretty crap. So this is sort of the same situation here. There's not much to play, but actually the games that are out, they are actually good this time. So to start off, you know, the graphics look good. You can definitely tell it's a next-gen game. And of course, the PC guys are going to say, yeah, whatever, who cares? We had games looking like that years ago. But, you know, come on, this is a console game. The controls are all solid, all around high production values here. Same thing with the music and sound. High quality, but nothing really noteworthy as far as the music goes. Sound effects are appropriate, and voice acting is good. No complaints on the voice acting or any of that sound stuff. So anyways, let's talk about the combat, which of course is the focal point of the game. I thought the combat was pretty good. Mostly you just hit the enemies a couple times to set them up for the execution moves. And when you do them, it's a QT, and QTs only use X and Y buttons. So it's not too difficult. But, you know, there's only about half a dozen execution moves in the entire game. And, you know, so you'll be doing these things, and after, you know, the first hour, you're like, oh, cool. You know, Mario sliced the guy's arm off again. Awesome.
You've done them 500 times.
Yeah, for the 100th time, the guy's arm comes off, right? So, you know, in terms of weapons, in addition to the sword and shield, you can also get spears, which add a ranged attack, so that's cool. You can also use them you can also use the spears in close quarters as part of a combo, so you can quickly spear a guy and then keep going with your combo with your sword and shield. So that gives you another option. But overall, you know, the combat is solid. There's also a health upgrade system, but that's pretty standard. You can upgrade your health attacks and other stuff. To do that, you pick up gold as you progress through the game, and that's what you use to buy your upgrades. And then they also had to work in the you know, the microtransactions, so you can actually buy gold with their Xbox Live account. But you don't have to. That's just, you know, they need to nickel and dime us as has been the trend. So, you know, the only other thing I could say is the story is okay. It gets kind of weird at the end. It's just tons of people die, and that's kind of it. So don't go into this expecting a real riveting story. And, you know, that's pretty much it. Let's take a look. This game, Ryse Son of Rome, is a must-play if you've got an Xbox One. By now, if you have one, there's a fair chance you've played this, and if not, you definitely know about this game. So if you haven't tried it yet and you have an Xbox One, then definitely give it a shot. So there you go. That's Ryse Son of Rome. All right, now Xander's going to talk about Metro 2033.
All right, so first off, did any of you guys play this game or the last one?
Never got around to it.
What the heck are you talking? I don't even know what you were talking about.
Nobody else?
Well, you told me it was good. This was another one of those ones where there's no time to play everything, so I was like, crap, I'm never going to get to this.
Well, the first one was good, but get ready for this one.
All right.
First of all,
we're ready.
I tried running this game with a friggin' ATI 6950, which apparently is a 3-year-old video card nowadays. So that probably wasn't the best idea.
Nowadays, 3 years have passed.
Well, whatever. My computer's no slouch. I got an i5 750, all that shit. But this game ate my machine. I was only trying to run at like 1920 by 1080 low. I'm not expecting the world running on 50-inch monitor or any of that shit. I was getting like single-digit FPS. They really played up the outside levels in this game for some reason.
Single digits?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
There was some kind of weather effect or some shit they had going on. Single digits anytime I was outside, which was basically half the game. So that was probably not a good idea.
What the hell?
Probably my fault for that one, but moving on. There are too many bugs and it crashed too many times. Like the first time, there's this one part where you get the night vision for the first time. Like, oh man, you can't see anything in the dark. Go over to this box. There's a night vision right there. Put it on. he does this cool animation where he slides it down over his head. My computer instantly blue screened when he did that.
Oh man.
And then, I don't know, you guys probably don't know, but in this game, they have this system where military ammo is the currency for the game, so you buy guns and other shit using the special ammo that you can find. And there's also regular junk ammo that you're supposed to run through your guns. But you can also run the military ammo through your guns because it does more damage. And apparently, in this game, it lights the enemies on fire for some reason. But I ran into this awesome bug where I would switch to one of my secondary weapons or something, and it would randomly swap to like the weapon would already be filled with military ammo, and I didn't even notice. So I'm blowing away rats and dogs and shit, and I'm smoking all my currency, and then I got no money.
What?
Like, what the heck?
Basically, fire your money at your enemies.
I'm like, why am I blowing away these dogs and they're lighting on fire or some shit? Oh, I just wasted all my money, and now I can't buy health packs or any other.
There goes my $50.
Oh, man.
On supper.
This game sounds great.
It is. And then probably
Sign me up.
for the final awesome bug, I was fighting some kind of swamp monster boss or some shit, and I fell through the level and I couldn't get out. So that's a good end to that.
This review is riveting. It's great. I love it.
And then I guess finally, I did not like the plot in this game. I thought the plot for the first game was pretty good. I mean, I read the first book, which is it's a thing. It's a book, you can read it. And then the first game followed the first book pretty much exactly, so that was pretty cool. Apparently the guy is still alive, and he went back and he wrote another book, and now this game follows the new book, which I didn't read, so I had no idea what the hell was going on. There's some hippie dude character, like he was like 10 seconds away from being like, yeah, man, you gotta feel the vibes of the Metro Man or some shit. Like, come on, really? Like, and then towards the end of the game, you get some other NPC tag-along character who's basically like a little kid or something. That was, I'll just say that was not a good idea. I did not like that. And
Wow.
The first game, like I said earlier, the first game was very linear, but it worked pretty well. You're just going around subway tunnels. There's not really much side exploration to do. But in this game, I was expecting maybe, branch this out a little. Let's explore some like hidden tunnels or whatever, but they didn't do it. It was even more linear than the first game probably, and I was expecting something different, and ultimately they did not deliver.
Jeez.
So for my score, it gets 7 out of 10, maybe.
Still pretty good.
You gave it a high score.
Well, it was
And then
pretty
you give
good.
it a 7 out of
Aside
10.
from
you-
crazy bugs and shit. I mean, if you got freaking quad titans, you can run this shit. Yeah, pick it up and play it.
I was expecting like 1 out of 500.
Yeah, you tore this game apart.
So due to their inability to optimize the stinking thing, I mean, yeah,
As
that's
usual.
probably pretty charitable.
I think so.
Yeah.
So if you're running quad titans and friggin' i7 and all that
Yeah.
shit, yeah, pick this game up. It'll probably look pretty good, and it'll probably run better than mine
This
did.
is the new Crisis, isn't it?
All right, so there you go. All right, guys, in our last review this week, we've got Mass Effect 3 Citadel, the final DLC for Mass Effect 3. So check it out. Here we go. Now, in my notes here, I have good, but doesn't make up for the awful ending. And that's pretty much it here. Mass Effect 3 had its fair share of criticism, and they had some other DLCs, including the Day One From Ashes, which caused a whole bunch of controversy on its own. They also had Leviathan, which I didn't play. I heard it was okay, though. I heard it was pretty good. The Omega DLC, which was mainly about Arya, and if you've read the comics, it expands on some stuff that she does in the comics. And then this one, the Citadel DLC. So this one, it's mainly about spending time on the Citadel with each of the characters. So each one of them has a side mission you get to do with them separately, and then at the end there's a party. So you may have heard about that. The point of this is to throw a party at the end of it.
That's the plot of this game.
Yeah, there's two main parts. So there's actually a plot involving a clone, so that they can mix in some shooter parts and get some actual action going. So that mixes it up. But yeah, it leads up to a party at the end with all of your surviving squad members. So that's kind of the focal point for it.
Like a surprise party?
No, it's just a normal party. Everybody gets them, and you can actually pick who you want to invite. So I invited everybody, but I think you have the option to exclude some characters if you don't like them. So I don't know.
Should have made that a whole game, like just 20 hours of throwing a party.
Yeah, or just 20 hours of picking who to invite to your final.
Yeah, it's like
Mass Effect.
I don't know. It's like if I invite this
Mass
person,
Effect
they're gonna
shindig.
if I invite this person, they're gonna invite this person. I don't want them to be at my party.
I don't want Solarians in my party.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, his
exactly.
character died in the second game on my save, so they're not coming to the party.
Yeah, then they're not going to be there.
It's
So
like,
yeah.
oh, this person's gonna eat all the donuts. I don't want them to come.
So actually, there's plenty of stuff to do in this DLC. They broke it down. So like I said, there's a subplot where you have to go and actually do some missions, but then there's a ton of side stuff. You know, they set it up so that each of your squad members are the ones that are surviving. You each get each of them has their own side thing to do. So once you get to a certain point, and once you're mostly done with the plot, where there's an actual story, you can you'll get an email from one of them, or they contact you or whatever, and then you can go off and do this one thing, and it's just one last opportunity to spend some one-on-one time with each of your squad mates, and that's really it. There's plenty of stuff to do, so you're going to be at this for at least half a dozen hours if you do all the side stuff, and you definitely get your money's worth with this one.
Chris, are you sure you weren't playing The Sims?
Positive.
All right, good.
This does sound sort of stupid to me.
Yeah.
Like, after playing the first two, I didn't play the third one, but like, it's probably the same game. Like, the action, you're going on missions. Why do I want to hang out with my crew members? It's an action game.
Well, you didn't get through the second game, did you?
I got to the end of it. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Just-
talking
I
to your
didn't
party
beat
is like all it's all part of.
I don't care. They're just characters in the game. I'm not gonna make a party. How is that a game where you blow up aliens? Now we're all gonna.
Oh, it's
we're gonna
right
have
before
a
the-
kumbaya moment in the bloody campfire in the middle.
Well, yeah, this is supposed to be before the
Right before you the final assault.
Yeah,
at the
this
third game,
happens
right?
before the end of the game. It's just that they released it afterwards. So
that doesn't make any. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. But
We need to make a flow chart.
Well, a lot of companies do that with their DLC. They release them post-release, and then they take place before the finale. They're within the structure of the original game.
Yeah, but let's have a party, everybody. Let's hang out.
No, I mean,
Have some Solarian wine.
I understand why they
Dash.
did it. People were disappointed with the ending, and I'm no exception. The ending was terrible. But see here, this is just they're all sitting around talking, and this is it because they're not. This is the last game. The new Mass Effect is going to be something completely different. So if you had played the second one is nearly completely character based. The whole point of the game is to collect and pick up your squad members, and then you go on. Yeah, and then you go on this thing. But it's
the
very.
whole point is you go fight guys. Who cares?
No,
who
the whole
fires?
point is it's completely character oriented.
Oh, that's the thing I don't like about Mass Effect.
that's what I loved about.
Let's
Yeah,
stand
that's what
around
makes it-
John.
yeah.
So it sounds like we're
So,
divided
the bloody
here.
Like, it was like one of the
refrigerator.
few games I ever played
I
where,
wanna-
like-
I don't- that's the worst part of Mass Effect is clicking through all the text. I
So
don't
is
care.
this
I don't
the
care.
party?
So this is not for you then.
No,
Definitely.
this game is not for me.
Is this
If-
the party
if
that
you were into
everyone's
boring
invited
games-
to?
Yeah. They've separated.
Really
into,
terrible.
You don't like
does
it?
look
It's
like
the worst
Mass
party
Effect, so-
I may have ever
Yeah.
been invited.
They all kind of separate out into groups here or cliques, but they separate. So you've got Jacob, Liara, Ashley, the other one. Forget his name. What the hell is his name? I always forget his name. We had this discussion last time. Remember? He's voiced by Freddie Prinze.
Jacob?
No, not Jacob. Jeez.
The one I killed.
Whatever.
off.
Oh man, we're gonna have to edit this out. But anyways, yeah, the groups move around and they talk to different people. But I understand why they did this. For people that played the second game, you probably got attached to the characters in that game, and this was your last chance to say to do one last thing with them, and then that's it. Because again, the new one is not. These characters have been they're moving away from this
Yeah.
group because
They
it's
should have
because
just
it's
quit
over.
while they were ahead.
You think so?
I mean, that's.
Did you wait?
Yeah,
So
that's my
this,
statement.
in your opinion, was this the best DLC?
All right, yeah, here we go. Let's sum it up. So to sum up, I want to say Lair of the Shadow Broker is still the king of DLCs. But this one came pretty close. This one was at a disadvantage, and we kind of talked about this, but it was released sort of after the fact, and now the whole thing is over. But still, this was really, really good. Like most people, I'm still bothered by the ending to Mass Effect 3. So I'm going to say, if you played Mass Effect 3, then you should definitely play
I
this.
agree with that. It was no Battlestar Galactica.
Whatever. Don't even start. Don't even start with
I
battles.
love Battlestar
PSG.
Galactica.
What a joke. What a joke.
You're
yeah,
right. Battlestar Galactica is awesome.
yeah.
You like it, Tom?
Yeah, because you haven't made it past
Yeah,
the second
Chris.
season.
Dude,
Chris,
no,
let me
the
just
ending
ask-
rule.
Chris, let me
All
just
4
ask-
seasons.
The
are
ending's the
pretty
worst
fantastic.
part of it.
You
Whatever.
like the ending?
Yeah.
Stop trying to derail the review.
All right, here we go.
Mass Effect 3 Citadel is a must-play, guys. If you played Mass Effect 3, you should play this, or if you're at all attached to this, at all attached to Mass Effect. So there you go, guys. That's Mass Effect 3 Citadel.
I broke my CD in half.
All right, that's going to do it for us this week, guys. Check out our website at GameSlean TV. Follow us on Twitter at GameSlean. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We need you to subscribe. Any other final words?
Yeah, I have my show Talking Nonsense. You can watch it every Tuesday at noon. So yeah, check that out.
That's right, Talking Nonsense every
Yeah.
Tuesday. Next week, Titanfall and South Park, The Stick of Truth. Guys, thanks for joining us.
All right.
Keep playing, and we'll see you next time on GameSlean.